Today is World Refugee Day, a day to honor refugees, and one celebration took place right here in Erie. Our Marissa Thomas was there at Perry Square tonight, where there was many different cultures being celebrated and represented for those former refugees who've made a home right here in Erie. Good evening, Marissa.
Good evening, Mike. Tonight, from Bosnian ballads to African art and dancing, there's a lot of cultural expression and celebration happening in Perry Square.
Cultural dances, songs, and art. A celebration in Perry Square for World Refugee Day. Cecilia Shaddam did Sudanese henna tattoos at the event. She says embracing and expressing culture brings her a lot of joy.
I'm so happy on Erie give the chance for refuge to show their culture. It's a big event to us and a big love to us.
Shaddam is from South Sudan and has been in Erie for decades, but no matter where she goes, Shaddam brings her culture with her.
My heart is my culture, and here in Erie, anywhere I go, I try to show my culture, respect, dignity and respect.
We came here as refugees. We have been there suffering a lot in Africa. We moved from place to place.
Performers shared their stories and traditions. Craft vendors displayed clothing and art. A full force of residents with Erie's arts and culture, Kelly Armour says it's a celebration that recognizes the journey of refugees.
And Erie has a substantial refugee, or shall we say former refugee population, because they're not refugees anymore. They're here, they have a place to stay, they have a pathway to citizenship, they're here legally, and this is their new home. So we are all coming together to celebrate them and their culture and their song and their dance and their craft and their entrepreneurial spirits.
And Cecilia Shaddam wasn't the only henna artist there tonight. Along with Sudanese henna, there was also Nepali henna artists and Afghan henna artists as well. It was an evening full of celebration and shared culture. Live in the studio, Marissa Thomas, Erie News Now.
Marissa, thanks. The Edmonton Oilers' quest for the Cup has many local hockey fans on the edge of their seats. Former members of the Erie Otters are making a run at greatness, and we caught up with one individual who had a front row seat for Connor McDavid's playing days in Erie.
Already passed Gretzky's assist record for a single playoff postseason. And the way he's doing it, it's Connor McDavid stuff, that knife in between two defenders on a rush on the power play, sneaking shots through what you think is an impossible angle on the left wing side as a left-hander.
Aaron Cooney currently serves as the television and radio play-by-play voice of the American Hockey League franchise in San Diego. He spent nearly 8 years with the Erie Otters as the team's director of broadcasting and media relations.
I'm still telling the same stories to people out here. They're like, what was it like? And you're like, let me tell you. It was, if you can think of kind of a Beatlemania thing when you're going through Canada, especially his last year in junior hockey, it was the circus coming through. The Otters sold out everybody else's building as this guy was going around. It was so much fun. I look back at that, and those years, all my years in Erie were a lot of fun.
McDavid's former head coach in Erie and other ex-Otters have joined him in Edmonton for this Cup run.
Connor Brown came out of nowhere as a 12th round pick and is captain of the Erie Otters for a few years. And Warren Fogle, the playoff MVP on the way to 2017 championship, and Chris Knobloch. Like, it's a lot of fun turning on the TV here in June and watching these guys that I'm sure everybody in Erie's doing the same thing. Like, yeah, I already knew this about all four of these guys.